Right, we can do a quick review of my Tikka T3 in 223 calibre. This was a Hunter, which came with a wooden stock, but I've very recently changed it to the plastic one, just to make it light. It's a straight forward swap under the Allen key there and the Allen key there. Trigger guard comes out and the stock just literally falls away from the receiver and barrel. It's fully floated, so you can slip a piece of paper under there. There you go. So no contact. It's a 1 in 12 twist. One of the slightly older models, I believe, because you can get different twist rates now. Comes threaded for a moderator or a muzzle brake, and this one's got a Predator moderator on it, which I believe is an 8 baffle, similar to the T8 moderator. There you go. That splits down as well into a shorter one if you want to have a shorter one. The rifle comes with a thread protector, which isn't on there currently. Very nice, very accurate, straight out of the box. I haven't done anything to it really. I fitted a Picatinny rail or Weaver rail, because you have to have specific mounts for these, because the dovetails are different width to a standard dovetail. I think Optilock is what they're called, but the scope I use doesn't is a 35mm tube, I believe, 34mm tube, and you can't get Optilock rings in that size. The rifle is clear, very smooth bolt, as you probably see on other videos. Very smooth. Everyone seems to rave about it, and you can see on YouTube there's loads of videos of people stripping down the bolts and changing stuff, so it's quite easy. Slide straight in. To decock it, bring it down, and that's it, it's decocked. Just hold the trigger back. Lovely and smooth, as you've probably seen, like I say. To release the bolt, there's a button just there, little button. So where's the camera? There. So bring it back, push that, and just fall straight out. And then it's just a straightforward push straight in, and that's it. It's in. Doesn't come with a sling. Comes with sling attachments on the stock, so it's nice and easy just to clip on. Bipod, it's sprung loaded return, not out. It's only a cheap one off eBay. I believe it was called NC or something like that, from China or something. But it works, I wouldn't say as good as a Harris, but it does the same job, so it's kept me steady shooting for a long time. Magazines. Standard comes with, I believe it's a 3-round magazine, a 3+1 in the tube. They're okay, as you've probably seen in other videos, is the standard 223 round. That's a 50 grain Norma VMAX. The seating position is, you haven't got any, so I can get close, any room for the tip of the bullet if you were to go seat a longer bullet if you reload your own. So that's okay if you're just using standard loads, but if you start reloading and you want longer bullets, then you need to change the magazine size. There is a video on YouTube of how to cut back the stop here. So where my finger is, the back of the bullet, you can actually cut it back so that the bullet seats further in. I didn't bother with that. Plus the fact this is a 1 in 12 twist, so anything more than about 55 grain bullets, and you're going to start losing accuracy because of the twist rate. So it doesn't really bother me, but I did have some reloaded 50 grain bullets from another reloader himself, and he seated them slightly longer out, so I had to use a different magazine. I bought this one off eBay That's a 6 round, I believe, 223. Still a standard length, so it's the same problem if you seek the bullets longer than standard. But it's just nice to have if you're on a range. If you're out hunting, and 4 rounds is fine. But if you're on a range, you don't want to keep having to stop and reload and fire and stop and reload. So that's okay. But what I did pick up off of eBay, sorry, no, off of a local shop. They had this, someone ordered it in, it's a Tikka magazine. They didn't collect it, and it's for a 308. So if I hold these tight, you can see the seating. Where's the video? The seating length is a lot further back because obviously a 308's longer. And that's the end of the 223, and the seating length on the 308's that. But they're identical magazines, apart from the mouth or neck width. So with a 308 round, 308 round is obviously fatter. Now, with this magazine, 308, when you pop the bullet in, it almost come out of the bottom of the magazine. So what I've done is bought from a hardware shop, B&Q for in England, is a piece of channel, plastic channel like that. Cut it down to the right length and basically stuck it in there and then dremeled it so that it fitted. That narrowed the mouth of the magazine and stopped the 223 rounds from popping out, and now it works perfectly, and you can get 6 rounds in there as well. And you've got a nice deep seating length for any long bullets you may have. It's a blued finish, you can get stainless steel. Triggers down to the minimum, you can adjust the trigger pull. I think they say it's about 2.5–3 pounds the minimum. It was about halfway when I bought it, but I've actually reduced it down to the minimum it can go now. I shoot mainly Norma 50 grain VMAX bullets, and they are very good. I've got some 223 full metal jackets which I shoot on the range, but that's just for range work really. Standard magazines fits almost flush in the rifle. You can see that. Almost flush. Little button there. Pop it. And that comes out. And if I use the blue one, you can see it. This is a 308 magazine, just to prove that they do fit and they do work. And there's a little button there. You can get extension button levers. My finger is that one. And you just pop the button and it falls out. So here's the 3 magazines. That is a Predator T8 moderator or suppressor. If you want to be a purist, you're not supposed to call them silencers because they don't actually silence the rifle or the bullet. That simply screws on. It's an over the barrel moderator, so you save your length, save the length of the rifle because it's right over the barrel. Show you that. There you go, it goes over the barrel. Screws on. Lovely. Nice rifle for shooting fox, maybe rabbit if you want a bit of overkill or long range.